All right, guys. So I just want to come here and firstly take accountability for my actions and also apologize. I've done so offline, but I wanted to again come here and take accountability for the role that I played in a negative conversation. The things that I said were mean. It wasn't nice, and I do apologize. I don't necessarily come online, too much for my personal business. A few years ago, I was raped, and when that happened to me, it definitely changed me. I shared that information with only a few people, and Super being one of them, and she was very supportive of me in that space. And for the most part, I thought I was healing from that, from that moment. Fast forward, Blakk randomly messaged me on Instagram. We were not friends, we were not talking, and he just was random, like, "Hey B, I just wanted to tell you, I don't know what your problem is with me." No, his exact words was, "I'm sorry for the fake ass shit that happened between us. I don't know what happened, but I just want to tell you I'm proud of you." So I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what happened either, or whatever. I never knew what the issue was. So he and I started to communicate and talk about it. And during that time, he kind of he disclosed that just a lot of things that Super was saying about me, and one of those things was that really struck or hit me was he said that Super told him that I slept with a man and lied and said he raped me. And when he said it, I was taken aback. I felt like, how would he know anything about my assault? Also, too, why are you saying that I lied about this? So I was devastated. I was hurt. I was angry. That anger turned to hate, and I really didn't know how to process it. And again, it's continuously being fueled. And I later did have a conversation with her about it, and she said that she didn't say it. She said that Blakk was lying, and I'm still wondering, okay, well, how would he even know about it at all? At the time, Razor was there. She talked to Razor. She said, "Razor, I never even told you that, huh?" Razor, sat there and told me, no, she never said that. So just trying to process through it. The very next day, Razor called me and said, "Sis, I'm not gonna lie. She did say that. She did tell me about it, but she didn't say that you lied." So he said, "I feel like Blakk lying about that part, but she did tell me that," or whatever. Still in all, I just couldn't understand why the conversation happened. So again, I had to really just ponder through my emotions and just try to figure out how to navigate. Like I said, I was hurt. That hurt turned to anger. The anger turned to hate, and because of it, I lashed out. It doesn't make it right. But also, I just was in a very dark, I was definitely in a very dark space. I'm going through postpartum, and just really trying to gather my mental, but again, I take accountability for the things that I've done and the things that I've said. And again, I've apologized off camera. I just wanted to come here and have that conversation and address just one more thing. First and foremost, Blakk do currently owe me $300,000. I did not loan him all the money at once, and it was never a gift. It is a loan. Every bank wire that I sent says loan in the notes. He agreed to pay me back. Blakk came to me and told me that his payment processor had a freeze on it and that he was making money in his company, but they were holding the money. So he made it seem like he didn't have any money. He showed me a bank statement a while back and it had a negative $5 in it. So he made it seem like, "Listen, I don't have any cash. Can you loan me money just so that I can pay my bills, take care of my family, and continue to try to run a business, while until they release his money." I had no reason to think that he was lying. Again, I looked at this man as if he was a brother to me. Fast forward, I started to get the runaround. I asked Blakk for my money. Blakk got disrespectful, very disgruntled, and just was trying to find ways to have a problem with me. And I'm just like, look, Blakk, I really just want my money. That's it. Everybody wants to say, oh, we'll take it to court. I have taken it to court. Blakk ended up trying to get me to sign a contract. He's going to say that he tried to pay me through the attorneys. And that contract stated that if he heard anything in the public, that he don't have to pay me back. There was no definitive date as to when the funds would fully be paid back. And the biggest red flag was that they said that Blakk Smoke, the company, owed me $300,000, and that was not the case. I did not sign that contract because I did not loan that money to Blakk Smoke, and I also knew that Blakk was going to file bankruptcy in Blakk Smoke, which means my money would have just been, the contract would have just been me agreeing that Blakk Smoke owed me that money. I loaned that money to Cardell Bradley. Even without me signing that contract, Blakk filed bankruptcy and in fact added my loan, my personal loan, to his bankruptcy, his business bankruptcy. Not only did he add mine, he added Claudia's, and he also added Lala's, all of us, to his business bankruptcy. If you ever had intentions on paying any of your friends back, you will not add us to a bankruptcy. Mind you, we're all women. We're all mothers. And, Blakk has borrowed money from multiple people. From Lala, Milan, Claudia, Drew. There's a plethora of people outside of the amount of loan companies. When I received the bankruptcy filing, it had like 30 people on there. The reality is, during going through his bankruptcy filings, they send us his financials. When I seen Blakk bank statement from actually April of 2025, when I loaned him $50,000, I saw that I sent $50,000 to a bank account that already had $300,000 in it. I'm devastated, because why would you take money from me that you don't need? He wants to act as if he was in some type of financial hardship, when in reality, he had money. He was always getting money. He just wanted to continue to borrow money from us. There was no financial hardship. Blakk just wanted to continue to live this lavish lifestyle and lie, scam, and manipulate us out of our money. And now he's refusing to pay it back. We have all filed lawsuits. We're trying to get Blakk served. He has got evicted from his homes. He's packed up and moved to Thailand, and he's dodging being served. At the end of the day, we were a friend to you. We tried to help you, and all we want is our money, Blakk.